Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lexus Velodrome. We are excited to be here tonight on a beautiful Saturday in October. We're here for our last of the 3 nights of racing for our state championships, and we're going to get things going almost immediately. But first, we want to say thank you very much to our sponsors, Lexus, Mead Lexus of Southfield, Mead Lexus of Lakeside, and Lexus of Ann Arbor, the Rafa Foundation, and one that you might not know about yet, which is the Children's Foundation, who have graciously agreed to sponsor our Learn to Ride program, and a lot of our kids that are out here tonight have come through that program. But before we get things going, we want to start things off, introduce you to our riders who are up for the first race of the evening, the Elite Scratch Race, and we're going to get them lined up right now. So, at the line, we're looking at Roger Wynn in the pink. Right behind him, Charles Moore. Then that's Tim Bober. Derek Savage is number 1 in the pink. The other... Okay, wait a minute. We're going to start all over. Derek Savage, raise your hand. There we go. Charles Moore. Tim Bober. Now in the pink, Roger Wynn. Visiting us from Canada. Woohoo! Canada is in the house. Wesley Hill. Next up, Craig Battori. Behind him, John Hughes. You'll hear more from him later. And last but not least, Brendan Leary, and coming up to the line now, Jackson Capella. So Bruce Carlson, our chief referee, is going to take it away. Race director for the night, Luke Cavender.
Riders, this is a 40-lap scratch race. 40-lap scratch race. If you're all together when you come around, there'll be a single bell to get the race started. Eyes up, no overlapping wheels. Riders ready?
All right, they're off with 40 laps to go. Let's see if I can keep this skate straight throughout this race. That's Derek Savage at the front, and they get the bell to let it rip. Savage pulls up, Charles Moore takes over. You're going to see these guys racing all night long as they compete for the state championships and bragging rights. Craig Vittori at the front of the field. Roger Wynn sitting tight. Roger Wynn goes up, and that's Wesley Hill out of Canada. He came out here as a hot young junior, and now he's become one of our good elite racer. That's your announcer that just pulled up, John Hughes. Then Brendan Leary. All right, they've got 35 to go. You may be wondering, what is the point of this race? The point of this race is to wear everybody else. Make them do the work if you can. And at the front right now, Wesley Hill is pushing that pace. John Hughes now taking over from Hill, looking behind. Who's coming at him? Brendan Leary now to the front. Leary preparing to go and race in Switzerland and Geneva. And they're stacking up a little bit on the backside. Charles Moore have a little gap on Tim Bober, but once again, Wesley Hill pushing that pace. John Hughes goes up with him. 31 to go in the bike race. Jackson Capella at the front. Craig Vittori making a move up and over the top in that deadly downtown Ferndale jersey. And now Bober's off and running it. Wesley Hill jumps right on. John Hughes trying to get up onto the wheel of Wesley Hill. Oh, they got it going on. And we got a little bit of a gap here. So we've got Vittori, Leary, Hughes, Moore, Hill, and Bober. Then we got a gap, and it's Savage, Wynn, and Capella. 26 to go in the bike race. They're keeping the pressure on the front, but Roger Wynn in his first bike race back from a hard crash last spring. Glad to see him back out here. And they're keeping that pace fast and furious at the front. All right, Jackson Capella off and trying to chase it down. Roger Wynn and Derek Savage working together to close that gap. Jackson trying to get up there, but they just keep it going at the front. Everybody moving up. Nobody wants to take a pull. Brandon Leary out by himself. Are they letting this kid go? Does he know that he's got a gap? Now he does. He drops down to the bars, and he is going for it, but no, Wesley Hill says, He chases him down, and he goes up. $19 to go in the bike race, 19 to go. And Savage, Wynn, and Capella still in a chase, but this group of 6 out front are dominating. Hughes pulls up, Vittori takes over. So when they have their sprint to the finish, they're going to pick up some points for the Omnium, which is going to be the best overall rider over these 3 nights of competition we've had for the state championships. So there'll be an outright winner of the chase, but then that person will move forward in getting points for the Omnium. Whoa, eyes up, riders, eyes up. Nine to go in the bike race, 9 to go. Let's give these guys a round of applause. They're working hard. Come on, everybody. Let them know you're here. Wesley Hill Coming out from the field, I think he's decided he's trying to get away from everybody. Charles Moore left to chase him down. Wesley Hill gets a little bit of a gap, but he's got it spread out. Charles Moore chasing him down. John Hughes chasing down Charles Moore. Meanwhile, in the back, Bober, Leary, and Batari are holding things up as Hughes tries to get up to Hill and Moore. And now here comes Brendan Leary, not letting it get away with 3 to go in the bike race, 3 to go. Their tongues are out, their hearts are beating. There they go. 2 to go now, 2 to go. Brendan Leary making a move high on the outside. Look at the kid go. Brendan Leary, he's been doing his homework. Brendan Leary. And shoulder to shoulder, John Hughes and Wesley Hill. Can Hughes get over him? And it's going to be at the line. Brendan Leary, John Hughes, Wesley Hill, Charles Moore. Greg Vittori, Tim Bober. Let's hear it for our elite racers. Great job out there. Woohoo! This is for results.
They should be for the scratch and elimination.
Right, but it's not the rider list. I gotta find my rider list. Damn it. I just had it. All right, next up. We're going to have a junior scratch race. We've got a well-populated field by our friends from Canada. I'm going to go over to Rob Good because I've temporarily lost my start list. I can tell you who's up there in the orange. That's Cameron Coleman. He's the national champ in the U.S. 13 to 14 Omnium. Then in the middle, we got a whole bunch of Canadians. And then we've got Nathan Hanna, number 91. And I'm going to get Rob Good. Rob Good. Oh, we got a latecomer, Donnell Anderson. Glad he's here. So you take it away.
All right. 30 lap.
Yeah.
We got our junior riders up here. We got a 30 lap scratch race. As Donnell Anderson pulls up to the start finish line. And we're waiting on Patrick Leary.
My name is missing on the current start.
All right, riders, you need your last minute instructions from our head official, Bruce Carlson. We'll get it away with this 30 lap scratch race.
Riders, this is a 30 lap scratch race. 30 lap scratch race. If you're all together when you come around, there'll be a single bell to get the race started. Eyes up, no overlapping wheels. Riders ready?
All right, we're rolling. All right, riders, you got to get it together. Got to get it together before the race starts. We got rider off the back before this 30 lap scratch race gets underway. All right, looks like everyone's together. They're going to hear the bell on the next lap. All right, Hannah back in the group. On the front, Donnell Anderson pulling off. Donnell Anderson, a sprint rider racing in these endurance races. Hannah's got to close down that gap.
What is he doing with his feet like that? Look at the kid at the back. See his feet? He's riding with his feet straight down.
All right. Eyes up, riders. Eyes up. Make sure you're shoulder checking.
Hey, yo.
All right, on the front, one of the juniors out of Canada picking up the tempo as Patrick Leary overtakes the front of the pack. Now Cameron Coleman. Cameron Coleman shoulder checks. He's looking to move up as Donnell Anderson making that move. Number 48. On the front. Albert Taylor now taking a flyer. Him and Donnell Anderson pulling up the front. Patrick Leary and Cameron Coleman trying to close down that gap, and it looks like our group's getting back together.
Number 9.
Oh. Serena Hill closing down that gap. Her brother Wesley just took third in the last race. We got 4 Canadians chasing down the 3 off the front. As Donnell Anderson checks his legs, see if he's got any more left there. They're going to see 24 to go when they come around, 24 where they go. All right, and all of our group is back together. And we got him slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, you see how he's pedaling? Dude, he's running literally with his feet like this.
All right. And we got one off the front, Anderson. Looking for a wheel. They're slowing up. They're going up to the blue line. Cameron Coleman now diving on the track. Donnell Anderson going with him.
You say Adam? 48?
Albert
Albert Taylor. Is he racing the Madison?
I believe so.
Okay.
Albert Taylor now on the front. Coleman. As Donnell Anderson going to the back of the pack. That's a dangerous move. Patrick Leary on the front. He's going to pick the tempo up. They got 20 to go. 20 to go, riders. We got 2 miles left in this race. 2 miles left in this race. Cameron Coleman on the front. He shoulder checks. Serena Hill now overtaking that front place position. Ronan on the front. Shoulder checks. Pulls up. As Donnell Anderson pulls up now. Albert picking up the pace. Hold your line. Hold your hit line. Donnell Anderson drifting all the way to the back. There's a small gap opening up. He's going to be able to close down that gap. He's got to get up and over these 2 other riders. Now off the front goes Albert. Albert off the front making a move. Patrick Leary's got to chase him down. Cameron Coleman going with him. Now's the move. Albert off the front. He's spinning out those legs. Can he stay away for 16 laps? 16 laps. Patrick Leary closing on that gap. Patrick Leary onto the wheel of the leader. Now we got 2 off the front. Are they going to rotate through? Cameron Coleman needs to pick up the tempo. Cameron Coleman out in no man's land. He's feeling it. And here comes Donnell Anderson. Anderson making a move. Let's go. Make some noise for Cameron Coleman. Let's go, Cameron. You can't sit up. On his wheel on Ronan. Ronan and Coleman now off the front of no man's land. We got 2 off the front. Albert and Leary. Albert and Leary. Albert doing most of the work. Now Leary pulls through. Let's see if Leary can close down that gap. Patrick Leary checks his shoulder, sees they're way off the front. Cameron Coleman feeling it. We got 2 riders off the front. They got 13 laps to go. 13 laps to go for the leaders. They're about to overtake the rest of the pack. Up and out of the way. Up and out of the way. All right, and our leaders have lapped the field. Stick. They're going for another flyer, going off the front. Let's go, Donnell, pick it up. Anderson feeling it, the spinner hurting out there. 2 off the front. Ronan chasing, Cameron Coleman sitting solo. You got to go, Cam, you got to go. You're in 4th place. 1 mile to go, 1 mile to go. Number 48, number 86. Albert and Patrick off the front. Cameron Coleman is going to hop in. Let's go, Cameron. Cameron Coleman trying to chase down that gap. We have 2 riders who have lapped the field. They have lapped the entire field. They got 9 to go. 9 to go. 8 at the line. Ronan sitting in 3rd place. Coleman in 4th. You got to finish it out, Cameron, all the way. You got 8 to go. 8 to go. Patrick Leary, is he going to make a move? They're shoulder checking. As Ronan sitting in 3rd place, got 3rd place locked in. 7 to go. 7 to go, racers. Patrick Leary and Albert off the front. The other KW Racing riders working together as a team. 6 to go. We got 1,000 meters left in this race. 1 kilo to go. Can these riders lap the field again? 5 to go, riders. 5 to go. We're going to see 4 at the line. 4 at the line. Ronan in 3rd, about to be overtaken by the leaders. Leaders are coming around. The leaders will see 3 to go. 3 to go for the leaders. Is somebody going to make a move? Now's the time to make that jump. Hold your line, lapped riders. Hold your line. Lapped riders, hold your line. The leader's got to go up and over. Hold your line, Cameron. 2 to go. 2 to go. Oh, Patrick Leary making a move. Albert's got to what's he going to do? He's got to chase him down. Here comes the bell. Patrick Leary off the front. Patrick Leary made a move in the confusion of the race. Albert chasing him down, but on the front goes the local out of Detroit, Michigan. Patrick Leary making a move. Can he stay away? And the winner of our junior 30-lap scratch race, Patrick Leary. And 3rd place going to Ronan, 4th to Cameron. Hold your line, riders. First place, Patrick Leary, and a big round of applause for 2nd place, Albert Taylor. Going big. Those 2 riders lapped the field twice.
It was Albert, or Patrick, Albert, Ronan, Cameron.
No, Cameron got beat by that girl at the end.
He used a lap up on him.
No, he wasn't. He never lapped anyone. He got caught. Yeah, so the girl beat Cameron.
Girls and then Cameron.
Yeah,
Serena Hill.
number 12 girl.
That was Serena.
All right. Next up is our Masters riders. Master riders 2. Oh, sorry, young juniors. It's our young juniors up next. Want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Mead Lexus of Southfield, Mead Lexus of Lakeside and Lexus Ann Arbor, as well as the Rafa Foundation here at the Lexus Velodrome. Everything for under 18 is completely free. All of our programming, all of our bikes, all of our gears. If you're under 18, we will teach you how to ride the track. We will get your kids up here on the track. We'll get them going. We'll send them home tired. And let's see if we can go through these juniors here. On the front, currently leading our Omnium, Cormac Leary. Sitting in second, his brother, Jack Leary. Oh, yeah, thank you. I got to find our start list here. Lee Ovak. Willie Ovak. Next up, Dontrez DeGraff and Reed. Then we have, is that Xavier? On his wheel, Dontrell DeGraff and Reed. I'm not sure. Number 14 is Xavier Ovak. And at the back, what's that junior's name? Somebody give me a junior's name? Jordan Craig. And in the middle there, Everett Jankowski.
Riders, this is a 10-lap scratch race. A 10-lap scratch race. If you're all together when you come around, there'll be a single bell to start the race. If not, we'll do an extra lap. Eyes up, no overlapping wheels. Riders ready?
All right, they're rolling. Remember, riders, keep pedaling. And our young juniors are off the line. Let's get it all together. All right, and they're off. Eyes up, riders, eyes up. Dontrell, DeGraff, and Reed making a move up and over. Everett. Eyes up, riders. Keep pedaling. All right, Lily leading them out. Dontrez on her wheel. Dontrez making a move underneath. Hold your line, riders. Hold your line. Dontrell following through. Keep pedaling up top there, Lily. There you go. Keep pedaling, riders. Keep pushing it. Everybody sticking together. Waiting for somebody to make a move. Nice shoulder check by Dontrell DeGraff Reed. Now Dontrez on the front. Picking up that pace. We got a small split in the field. Small split in the field. Dontrez setting that tempo. Dontrez setting a fast tempo out there. They got 5 to go. 5 to go. All the way, close down that gap, Junior. Eyes up, riders, eyes up. 4 at the line. All right, everybody, let's start making some noise. Put your hands together for these kids. Let's go. They got 4 to go. Xavier on the front. He pulls up now. Jack Leary's going to see 3 to go. Jack Leary looking at 3 to go. Lily closing on that gap. All the way, riders. Here we go. 2 to go for Cormac Leary. 2 to go, Cormac Leary. We got 3 off the front. 3 off the front. Now's the time to go, riders. Now's the time to go. Cormac Leary starting to pick up the tempo. We got the bell when they come around. Let's go. Make some noise. Put your hands together for them. Now Cormac Leary picking up that pace. Final lap. Final lap. Let's go, 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 go. All the way, push it, push it, push it. Jack Leary trying to get over the top of Cormac. Cormac picking up the tempo. And the winner's gonna be, down low, Cormac Leary. Don Trezegraph, Reed Everett. Lily, Xavier, Dontrell, and Krieger. Good job, racers. Let's go, put your hands together, make some noise for those kids. They're riding on a 50-degree bank into the Lexus Velodrome here in downtown Detroit.
Let him run the race in the lead.
Hey, now.
All right, next up, we go from the future of the sport to the real, the old, the current. We'll go to the Masters. Here we go. We got a solid race coming up. 30-lap scratch race for our Masters racers. This is the state championship Omnium. We got Mike Hartrick on the front. Right behind him, Jarrett Johnson on his wheel. Pat Murray. Next up, Edwin Ho. And at the back, Eric Buckhav. This is going to be a solid race. Who's going to take the W in the scratch race for our Masters riders? It's going to be a 30-lap scratch race.
All right, riders, this is a 30-lap scratch race. 30-lap scratch race. If you're all together when you come around, it'll be a single bell to start the race. Eyes up, no overlapping wheels. Riders ready?
All right, and they're rolling. On the front, Mike Hartrick. All right. All right, Jared Johnson now setting the tempo. All right, now Pat Murray. Pat Murray setting that tempo. 28 to go, riders, 28 laps to go. Ho pulls off the front. Now Eric Buckhav shoulder checks. He pulls up as Michael Hartrick overtakes the front position. All right, Mike Hartrick setting the tempo. He pulls up as Jarrett Johnson goes to the front of the pack. Everybody looking for someone else to do the work. Edwin Ho now. Pulls up the track. So the Lexus Velodrome is a 166-meter track. It's about a 1/10 of a mile long. You see these riders riding down low. They're riding on the black line. That is the measurement line. That is the fastest way around the track. It is the least amount of distance Therefore, it's the fastest. You also see these riders sitting in a line. They're trying to draft. You want to catch a draft off of the rider in front of you. You're doing 30% less work than the rider in front of you. The guy that's on the front right now, Eric Buckhav, is working harder than everybody else. He is the one that is disturbing the air, making it where everyone that's sitting behind him is doing less work. These riders pull off the front. You see them diving way up high on the track. That way they're using their banking to slow them down because they're riding on fixed gear bicycles. That means there's no coasting. There's no gears to switch out of. Also, there's no brakes. Everything is controlled with your feet, so you can pick up the pace, slow down the pace, all by how you ride up and down the track. As Eric Buckhav going up way high. He's gonna now use the banking to dive down, and here comes a move. Whoa! Michael Hartrick cutting it close as he makes a move off the front. Pat Murray closing on that gap. Michael Hartrick ramping it up. He's got 16 to go. 16 to go. It's blowing up this group. Can he stay away for the whole time? Hartrick on the front, but Johnson and Murray closing on that gap. Edwin Ho staying on the pedals. Hartrick now looks back. I think he might have been telling himself he went a little bit too early. 16 laps is a long way to go. And they're back together. Pat Murray closing on that gap. Can Edwin Ho, let's go Edwin, get up there, close that gap. Edwin Ho staying on the pedals. Can he jump back on? We got 3 off the front, 3 off the front. Let's go Edwin, get up there, you gotta push it, get on that wheel. Edwin Ho about 4 bike lengths away. Can he get onto the leader of these 4 riders? And give it up for Edwin Ho, able to close down that gap, and they're back together. 4 off the front, 4 off the front with 12 to go. Four riders off the front, they're sitting up. Can Eric Buckhav close down that gap? Let's go Eric, all the way, they're sitting up. Eric Buckhav slowly closing on that gap. He has not been lapped yet. Jarrett Johnson looking at the lap card, seeing 10 to go, 10 to go for Johnson. Edwin Ho shoulder checking. Looking to jump back on the wheel now. Pat Murray. Pat Murray did all the work, closing down that gap. On the front, Jarrett Johnson. Jarrett Johnson looking around, seeing if anyone's going to make a move. Is Michael Hartrick going to press it again? Eric Buckhav out there working solo. He's going to see 8 to go. Let's go, Buckhav. Don't let him catch you. Jarrett Johnson on the front of the pack. 7 to go for the leaders. 7 to go for the leaders. Six laps to go at the line. 6 laps to go at the line. Five to go for the leaders. Buckhav trying to stay away. Pat Murray shoulder checks. Four to go, 4 to go. Hartrick made the big move to split the group early. What's going to happen? The final couple laps of this scratch race, 3 to go. They got 500 meters to go. Eric Buckhav trying to stay away. 2 to go for the leaders, 2 to go for the leaders. Mike Hartrick up in the tempo. They're going to hear the bell when they come around. Buckhav moving out of the way. We got 3 off the front, 3 off the front. Mike Hartrick ramping up the pace. Can Hartrick stay away? But here comes Jarrett Johnson on the hip of Pat Murray. Whoa! They're bumping shoulders, and it's going to go. Hartrick Murray Johnson. All right, Buckhaven fourth. Edwin Ho in fourth. Buckhaven fifth. Give it up for those riders. Big move.
For the eliminate.
Big move by Michael Hartrick.
Hey, did Jarrett get him?
Oh, and Jarek Johnson actually taking second place, getting Pat Murray at the line.
All right, we've got our elite racers lining up for the elimination. If you're not familiar with this race, how we do this is it's not the first rider that crosses the line that's important, it's the last rider. And if you are the last rider, you are out of the bike race, or as our announcer likes to say it, you are eliminated. And we get down to the last two racers, and then we have a sprint. So it's pretty exciting when you're watching it. Watch the back of the field because that's where all the action takes place. So in this event, we've got Wesley Hill, our Canadian friend in the pink socks. Next up, it's Tim Bober. Then Roger Wynn, Craig Battori, Jackson Capella, Brendan Leary, the announcer John Hughes, Jordan Long, and Derek Savage. Is Danelle in this?
All right, riders, this is your elimination race. Elimination race. You're all together when you come around. It'll be 5 to go. First bell at 1, we will pull in 0. Should be every other lap after that. No bell, no sprint. We get down to 2 riders at the end. It'll be 2 laps to go coming out of turn 4. Don't make a hole where there isn't. If you pass underneath on the blue, you will be the rider that is being pulled. If a rider is off the back, I will point to that rider. Riders, ready?
All right, and they're off. They're going to have 5 basically neutral laps as they get organized. And then they're going to hear a bell, and the next time around, we're going to pull the last rider in the field. And I have the power.
5 to go. 5 to go.
Now they got 5 to go. Per the directions of Bruce Carlson. So riding in the front makes a lot of sense because you don't get eliminated out there, but you got to do a little bit more of the work. Riding in the back is more fun, but it's a little bit more tricky. And even though normally you want to ride down low and on the black line and sit on the wheel of the rider in front of you, in this particular race you can't do that because you're never going to go any faster than the rider in front of you. So you either have to be able to push your way out and create a hole, and you can't go under a rider, you got to go over them when you're down at that black line. So keep your eye on things. They've got 2 to go before we start pulling riders. Oh. Okay, we'll be pulling a rider on the next lap. Next lap, rider, this lap, coming across the line. Jackson Capelli and Jordan Long duking it out in the back. And it is going to be Jordan Long. Jordan Long, you are eliminated. All right, Jackson Capella still at the back. Roger Wynn down low in the pink. He's in a bad position, nowhere to go. Derek Savage, I do mean. I'm sorry, I keep getting those guys mixed up. Somebody's got to shave, and it's going to be Derek Savage. You are eliminated. Derek Savage out on that one. And they're bunched up in the front. Jackson Capella working to get over that young junior, Brendan Leary. Jackson himself once a young junior, but now Brandon Leary is kicking it, and down low in the pink, Roger Wynn, you are eliminated. Roger Wynn, you are eliminated. All right. Brandon Leary, watch him from behind in the red helmet. Going up and over, Tim Bober. Tim Bober trapped down there by Jackson Capella. He's got to back off to get up and over, and he's going to do it. Tim Bober, you are eliminated. And now we got a tight group of 5. They are riding elbow to elbow. Capella trying to push out Leary. And they're duking it out. Brandon Leary accelerating up and over the top. And they're jumping on it, and it's going to be down low. Craig Battori. Craig Battori, you are eliminated. So in there still, Wesley Hill, John Hughes, Brandon Leary, and Jackson Capella. Jackson Capella going to take a run at it. John Hughes, Brandon Leary looking around. They are up and over, and it is going to be John Hughes. You are eliminated. John Hughes, the announcer. All right, we're down to 3. Wesley Hill, Brendan Leary, and Jackson Capella. Capella pumping those pedals, getting up and over. Can he get over? And it's going to be Jackson Capella. Nice job by Jackson Capella, but you are out. And now we're going to have a sprint between Wesley Hill and Brendan Leary.
2 to go, 2 to go.
Wesley Hill trying to keep Leary up high there. Hill trains at the track in London, Ontario. Part of the Rob Good contingent that's down here tonight. And who's going to go? Wesley Hill. Oh, man alive. Brendan Leary accelerating out of that slipstream. Look at him go. Brendan Leary coming around. Brendan Leary for the win. Nice job out there. Second place to Wesley Hill. Let's hear it for those riders. What a good job. Woohoo! Brendan Leary, like we said, getting ready to go to Switzerland. Wesley Hill visiting us from Canada. We're happy to have all nationalities here. All right. We're going to do that again. Different riders, though. We're going to get our juniors up there for the elimination. We'll let our announcer catch his breath. Sort this by. Yeah, just keep them right there, and I'll get them later. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to know your kids. God bless it. Okay, so that's Mantle, Ronan Mantle. That's Lily. All right, up at the line, we've got Ronan Mantle, Larissa Larissa Patterson, Lily Salon Bursch. I'm sure I butchered that, but anyway. Then Serena Hill. Thank you for an easy name. Next up, Nathan Hanna, followed by Patrick Leary, Albert Taylor, Cameron Coleman, and Donnell Anderson. So that's our field for our elimination, and our announcer's back. Nice race, John.
All right, riders, make sure you know your number. Make sure you know your number because I may be calling you out by your number. 8. Ronan?
All right, riders, this is an elimination race. An elimination race. If you're all together when you come around, it'll be 5 to go. First bell will be at 1 and we will pull at 0. Should be every other lap after that. No bell, no sprint. We get down to 2 riders, it'll be 2 laps to go coming out of turn 4. If you pass underneath on the blue, you are the person who will be eliminated, not the rider on the back. Eyes up, don't make a hole where there isn't. Riders ready?
Bad, bad. I should have. All right, they're rolling.
Five to go. 5 to go.
Kid legs. The one that won the last race is going to win
Everything. All right, going up top. Nathan making a move. Hold your line, riders. At the back, Cameron Coleman. 4 to go.
You know their names?
All right, Ronan at the front, setting the tempo. Lily making a move. Nathan having to hold his line. Hold your line, riders. Hold your line. Albert at the back. They got 3 to the first pole. Patrick Leary on Lily's wheel is Serena Hill making a move up and over the top. Albert going with him. At the back now, Nathan and Donnell Anderson. Here comes the bell. Here comes the bell. Eyes up, riders. Eyes up. Donnell Anderson going up and over. He says, I'm not waiting at the back. I'm going right to the front. Patrick Leary trapped in with Albert at the back. Nathan now pushing it. Nathan pushing it down low. Patrick Leary won the last race. He's at the back of the pack. It's going to be close, and it's going to be, oh, Nathan, you are eliminated. All right, now up the front goes Leary. Patrick Leary picking up that tempo. Let's see if he can stay away. And we're pulling to the next lap. Serena Hill in that dangerous position. Lily about to be overtaken.
It's Lily in the back, right? 12 is Lily.
And it's going to be close. Is it going to be? Oh, up top, number 9, Serena Hill. You are eliminated. Serena Hill. Off the front, Patrick Leary setting that tempo. Now Lily on the back. Oh, going down low is Larissa. Larissa on the wheel underneath Ronan. Lily's got to push up and over the top. Albert setting that tempo. Lily, can she do a last minute push? It's going to be close. It's going to be, oh, Lily. Lily, number 12. You are eliminated. All right. Now Larissa trying to make a push over the top. Ronan onto the wheel as Patrick Leary still on the front. Ronan's got to push Larissa on the wheel of Donnell Anderson. Can Ronan get up and over? Ronan took 4th in the first race, and it's going to be Ronan, number 8, Ronan. You are eliminated. We got 4 off the front, 1 chasing Larissa now on the pedals. Larissa's got to get up and over Donnell Anderson. Larissa's out of the saddle, make some noise for her. She's out there working hard all the way. We're pulling a rider this lap. Can Larissa stay in? I don't think there's enough time, and it's going to be Larissa. Larissa, you are eliminated. Give it up for that junior. And here goes Donnell Anderson. Anderson up top. Now he's going to dive up and over. Cameron Coleman caught sleeping. Coleman stuck in there. Albert holding this line. Cameron Coleman trying to push out of the way. Oh, Albert's got Cameron Coleman. Can he get him at the line? It's going to be close. They're pushing all the way. Coleman up top, and it's going to be, oh, Albert, you are eliminated. And the 3 juniors from Detroit. Oh, looks like Donnell Anderson's blowing up. Donnell Anderson made that big move for 3rd place, but it's going to be the rider off the back. It's the rider off the back. Donnell Anderson, you are eliminated. All right, these 2 are going to see 2 to go. We got Padraig Leary on the front. He's been leading the race the whole time. Sitting in second, the current U.S. Junior National Champion in the 13-14 age group, Cameron Coleman. Here comes the bell. Big sprint. Who's going to win this race? Oh, Cameron Coleman going down low. Get Padraig Leary matching. Padraig Leary now in the pedals. Let's go, Cameron. Come on, all the way. And the winner's going to be going off the front. Big legs tonight. Give it up for Padraig Leary. Second place, Cameron Coleman. Third, Donnell Anderson. Fourth, to the Canadian Albert. Fifth to Larissa. Sixth to Ronan. All right.
We're not doing elimination for these young kids, are we? Yeah, somebody grab the shovel and they're peeling some kids off of turn 3.
All right.
I'm like, give me some room. And he's like, just pinch me down.
All right, next up is our young juniors.
Make sure you tell them to keep pedaling. Remember, guys, keep pedaling and don't be going in a hole where there isn't any room. Make sure you're clear. Make sure you're shoulder checked.
All right, riders, this is your elimination race. Elimination race. If you're all together when you come around, it'll be 5 to go. First bell will be at 1. We will pull at 0. Should be every other lap after that. No bell, no sprint. We get down to 2 riders at the end. It'll be 2 laps to go coming out of turn 4. If there is a rider off the back, I will point. If you pass underneath on the blue, you're the rider that will be eliminated, not the rider at the back. Make sure you hold your line. It's very important that you hold your line and don't make a hole where there isn't. If you come up really fast at the back, you're going to end up running into somebody, so make sure you have a clear line. All right?
Riders, make sure you know your number too. Make sure you know your number. Because I may be calling you out by your number.
If you're all together when you come around, it'll be 5 to go. Riders ready?
All right, riders. Let's get it together, get it together.
Don Trail in the front. Don Trail in the front.
Don Trail.
5 to go. 5 to go.
All right. Eyes up, riders, eyes up. All right, riders, 4 laps to the first bell, 4 laps to the first bell. Jack Leary setting the tempo. Get up there, get up there. All right, making a move over the top. Xavier making a move over the top. All right, riders are pulling on the next lap. Dontrez at the back. He's got to pick it up. Hold your line, riders. Whoa. Jordan making a move all the way over the top. Now Everett's in that dangerous spot. And at the back, it's going to be Dontrez. Dontrez to Graffenried. You are eliminated. All right, Jordan, keep pedaling, keep pedaling. Dontrez thought he had a little more time. All right, Jordan, let's go. We're pulling on the next lap. Pulling on the next lap, riders. We're pulling on the next lap. Everett's got to make a move up and over Dontrell. Lilly trying to push over the top. Let's go, Jordan. Make some noise for him out there. Jordan pushing all the way to the line. I don't think there's enough time, and it's going to be Jordan. Jordan, you are eliminated. Nice move by Jordan. Good riding out there. Now Dontrez trying to make a move. Everett up top. They got to push over the top of Lilly. Dontrez going in down low. Whoa. All the way, riders, hold that line. Eyes up, eyes up. Xavier at the back of the pack. Lilly's got to go over Everett. It's going to be close, and it's going to be, Dontrez. Dontrell de Graffenried. Dontrell de Graffenried. You are eliminated. Barely at the line. Able to snake it out. Pulling on the next lap, pulling on the next lap. I think Xavier might be able to ride a little bigger bike there. Everett's got to move up and over Lilly. Xavier trying to sneak in down low. Hold your line, riders. Whoa! And we got a spill in the turn. All right, we're going to have a neutral lap. Neutral lap, riders. Get it together. All right, let's see how these juniors are doing over there. We got them both standing up. All right, we're checking them out. We got Lilly up. Everett, get on their wheel. Get on their wheel. Get on their wheel. Down to the final 3. That's why you got to watch out. You cannot pass under. We got our medic over there, Pony Boy, making sure everything's going. Luke Cavender. We got the thumbs up from. All right, put your hands together. Make some noise for these kids. Taking a spill and getting back up. That's what bike racing is. If you don't got a metal plate in your shoulder, what kind of bike rider are you? Telling you, you know what's part of bike racing? ER trips. They know me by name at Beaumont. Go ask any pro racer. They've hit the deck a few times. All right, put your hands together for Xavier and Lily. They're back up. Racing hard out here. All right, the race is back on.
Are we pulling on this lap or next lap? Next lap? Bell on the next lap?
All right, we're pulling on this lap. Xavier's got to make a move. Can he get him at the line? Oh, Everett. Oh, and it's going to be Everett. Everett, you are eliminated. Now we're down to the final two. Jack Leary and Cormac Leary, the two brothers. They got two to go. Jack Leary's been on the front for the whole race. Cormac Leary been playing it smart, sitting on a wheel. Let's see what happens. Here comes the bell. Final lap, Jack Leary's out of the saddle, but here comes Cormac. Cormac with a big acceleration there, shoulder to shoulder, all the way. Let's see if they can keep it upright. Jack Leary's making him work for it. Let's go, 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 all the way to the finish line, pushing it. Cormac Leary trying to push it out. It's going to go to, oh, Cormac Leary. What a finish. These kids just keep pushing each other, going faster and faster.
That's so cool. The fighting crickets are at it again.
And let's give a round of applause to Jack Leary. Jack Leary leading out the whole race, but his brother Cormac able to get him at the line. All right, next up, our Masters riders. To the rail. Our Kieran is coming up next. The Kieran race. Going to be fast. We're going to see the motor on the track. The motor's going to set the tempo. And the race is going to try to ride around it. This is going to be a short elimination race. We only got 5 riders in this race.
Riders, this is your elimination race. If you're all together when you come around, there'll be 5 to go. First bell will be at 1, we pull at 0. Should be every other lap after that. No bell, no sprint. We get down to 2 riders at the end. It'll be 2 laps to go coming out of turn 4. If a rider passes underneath on the blue, they are the ones that will be eliminated, not the rider on the back. If a rider's off the back, I will point. Eyes up, don't make a hole where there isn't. Riders ready?
All right, our Masters elimination rolling off the line. Michael Hartrick won the scratch race. Can he win the elimination?
5 to go. 5 to go.
5 to go. 5 to the first pole. 5 laps to the first pole. Final elimination race of the night. Hartrick pulling the group around. Hartrick checks his shoulder, sees Pat Murray. Pat Murray's got a big jump. Oh, sorry, that's Eric Buckhav in second. Pat Murray in third, Jarrett Johnson in fourth. Edwin Ho at the back of the pack. They're going to let Hartrick pull him around. Next up, we got the Kierans, and then we have the Madison. 2 laps, 2 laps. We're going to hear the bell on the next lap. All right, pulling on the next lap, riders, pulling on the next lap. Pat Murray in that dangerous spot. He's got to get up and over Edwin Ho. Edwin Ho's got to get over Johnson. Can Pat Murray push over the top? They're going way up high, all the way to line. Well, they're moving up and over, and there's not enough room, and it's going to be Murray, Pat Murray. You are eliminated. Pat Murray, first one out. As Edwin Ho pushes over Jared Johnson. Johnson's going to have to back off the pedals. Jared Johnson now on the wheel. Eric Buckhalf down low. Buckhalf's got to push his way out as Michael Hartrick setting the tempo in the front of the pack. Jared Johnson on the pedals. He's got to get up and over Edwin Ho. They're shoulder to shoulder. This one's going to be close. They're 3 across, and it's going to be, down low, Eric Buckhalf. Buckhalf, you are eliminated. All right, we're down to 3 riders, Jared Johnson, can he do it again? Michael Hartrick setting the tempo. Edwin Ho's got to get up and over. Michael Hartrick taking him up to the red line. Now Johnson's out of the saddle. Johnson's trying to push over the top of Edwin. Edwin trying to hold him off. It's going to be close. Can Edwin Ho do it? It's going to be Johnson. Jared Johnson, you are eliminated. And we're down to 2 riders. Michael Hartrick and Edwin Ho. They're going to see 2 to go. 2 to go, riders. 2 to go. Edwin Ho, can he overtake Hartrick? Hartrick staying on those pedals. Here comes the bell. Edwin Ho making a move. Let's go all the way. Make him work for it. Michael Hartrick, can he stay on the front? Hartrick now pedaling third two. All the way to the finish line. Staying on the front, keeping that tempo high, and the winner of our Masters Elimination Race, Mike Hartrick. Kieran's are next? No. Next up is our Kieran's. All right. Here comes the Kieran. Heat number 1 for the Kieran. Heat number 1. Hey, Joaquin. All right, heat number 1, we got Brendan Leary, we got Charles Moore, we got Roger Wynn, Tim Bober, Wesley Hill, and Jordan Long. Heat number 2, Jax Capella, Jake Bondi, Derek Savage, Craig Battori, John Hughes, and Donnell Anderson. The top 3 riders from each heat will go to the final for the Kieran. As we got Luke Cavender riding on the e-bike, he is setting the tempo. So the way this race works, the motor will be on the front, starting at 18 miles an hour. Each lap, he will get progressively faster. With 4 to go. Hey, Bruce, are we doing 4 or 3 to go? Motor off at 3 or 4. The motor will be coming off the track with 4 to go. At that point, the speed will be 30.5 miles an hour. When the motor comes off, it's a 4-lap all-out sprint.
All right, riders, this is your qualification, Kieran. When the motor comes around, your command will be riders ready, and the whistle will be your command to roll. You must maintain this starting position for the first lap. After that, you can do anything as far as passing except go past the back of the motor. The motor will pull off with 4 to go coming out of turn 4. Straight sprint finish from that point. 3.
All right.
3 qualify.
The Kieran race over in Japan, they have Kieran Racing. They have tracks built specifically for Kieran racers. The racers are sequestered, so they cannot have anyone interfering with their training. They do millions of dollars a day in gambling on the Kieran race. Let's see what happens here in downtown Detroit at the Lexus Velodrome. We got Wesley.
Riders ready?
All right, and they're rolling. Wesley Hill in the front. Roger Wynn in second. Brendan Leary in third. Charles Moore in fourth. Jordan Long in fifth. And at the back, Tim Bober. They got to close down that gap. All right, he's at 20 miles an hour. Luke Cavendish setting that tempo. Look at the difference in the feet of Charles Moore sitting at third to the back and Tim Bober sitting at the back. Charles Moore in a huge gear. Tim Bober in more of a Madison gear. Brendan Leary's been dominating today. Can he keep it going? He's training hard. He's going to Switzerland in a couple months. Going to race a 3-day race in Switzerland. As Luke Cavendish setting the tempo, they're up to 24 miles an hour. Charles Moore ramping it up. These guys are pretty much staying in their position. Motors coming off on the next lap. They're at 28 miles an hour, 28 miles an hour, up to 30.5. We're up to 50 kilometers an hour as we're coming into turn 3. The motor's about to come off. There's about to be 4 laps to go, and the motor's off. 4 to go, riders. 4 laps to go. Now look at Charles Moore. Charles Moore coming over the top, trying to follow along with him. Jordan Long, and Tim Bober trying to go. Hold that line, riders. Hold your line. Tim Bober sitting right in that sweet spot. 3 to go, 2 at the line, 2 to go at the line. Jordan Long in the back, he's got to push him, and here goes Charles Moore. Charles Moore ramping up that tempo. Wesley Hill trying to close it down on the front. Charles Moore, Tim Bober closing it down. On the front, Charles Moore, Brendan Leary second, Brendan Leary get over the top. Here comes the big push, can the junior overtake him? Brendan Leary trying to go, look at that, winding out that gear. Can Brendan Leary get Charles Moore at the line? It's going to be close, shoulder to shoulder at the line, and it's going to go to, Brendan Leary, Charles Moore, Wesley Hill, Tim Bober. Roger Wynn and Jordan Long.
All right, we're going to get our second heat of Kieran racers up there. Advancing to the final will be, out of that heat, Brendan Leary, Charles Moore, and Wesley Hill. Now the riders draw numbers to determine the order of their position behind the motor. They cannot alter that position until they are into the bike race. They can start moving their positions around after 1 lap, but they may never pass the motor while the motor's on the track. The motor will take them to 3 to go. So we're getting things lined up right now in our second heat. Hey Luke, how fast are you going when you pull off? 32, okay. All right, the lineup. John Hughes at the front. Right behind him, Craig Bertori, Derek Savage, Jackson Capella, and Jake Bondi. We waiting for somebody else? Hi. We got a mechanical going on right here. Donnell Anderson, is that who we're waiting for? All right. So we got a table over here. We're not going to say what, but they're placing bets. That makes it kind of fun. If you got a table mate, you can bet who you think is going to be the winner. Don't wager too much. Maybe a glass of water, a beverage. From the Smoke Easy Lounge, we're open and selling all kinds of fantastic cocktails made by Andrea and Seth. Seth visiting us from Sweet Bicycles. He's been a regular for us. So we appreciate it. Andrea John runs our beverage concession in the infield. And the money you spend at the bar goes right back into our programming here. It might also pay for the lights. Well, it doesn't do all that because those bills, you got to drink a lot. Drink up, everybody. All right, so now we got Donnell Anderson. So we're going to have 6 riders up there. 3 will advance to the final. Donnell Anderson is the fastest 16-year-old in the country. He did that at the Nationals this last summer. Fastest in the whole United States.
All right, riders, this is your Kieran qualifier. Top 3 qualify for the final. This is a 9-lap Kieran. The motor will pull off with 4 to go coming out of turn 4. Riders, remember you must maintain this starting position for the first lap. After that, you can jockey for position, but can't go past the back of the motor. Riders, the command will be riders ready, and the whistle will be your start.
Yeah, bet on the guy in the motor. All right, Luke is going to do a round. When he comes across, they will get the signal to go.
Riders ready?
And they're off. John Hughes pulling that number 1 position, sitting right behind the wheel. It's sometimes a good position, except when the motor pulls off, because then you've got to accelerate on your own. Not a start, because not everybody's on. That's because Jake Bondi's pushing such a big gear, he's got to get it revved up. Get up there, Jake. Oh, Donnell. Donnell's got a problem. All right, restart. Somebody help Donnell. Well, that's how it's supposed to go.
No, he.
Yeah. What do you do? Pull the fog off? I thought it was big. See, it's such a huge All right, we're going to bring up our next group of Kieran racers. How are you doing? All right, who's next? Do they know who's next? I believe it's our juniors. Up to the rail. We got Patrick Leary, Nathan Hanna, Serena Hill, Albert Taylor, only 4 in this one? You want to call this, John, while you're riding around?
All right, now our junior riders are up to the rail. Mechanical issue with Donnell Anderson's bike. Get our second group of elite riders up there in just a minute.
All right, riders, this is a 9-lap Kieran. 9-lap Kieran. When the motor comes around, the command will be riders ready. The whistle will be your start to roll. You must maintain this starting position for the first lap. After that, you can jockey for position. You just can't go past the back of the motor. The motor will pull off the track coming out of turn 4 with 4 laps to go. Straight sprint finish from that point. Top 3 qualify for the final.
All right. Four riders in this heat. Top 3 will qualify.
Riders ready?
All right, and they're off. Let's go, 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 go. Get on that wheel now, now. All right, on that wheel. There you go. Closing it down, and they're all together. Seven to go when they come around. 7 to go when they come around. On that wheel, on that wheel. Patrick Leary on the motor. Nathan trying to hang on that wheel. 5 to go. The motor's coming off on the next lap. Motor's coming off on the next lap. Serena sitting in 3rd. Albert Taylor at the back. All right, the motor's off, the motor's off. Serena's got to go up and over. All right, Albert Taylor, Serena Hill going for it off the front is Patrick Leary. Patrick Leary pushing that tempo. Leary's going to probably take the win in this one. Albert Taylor and Serena Hill pushing it. All the way to the line. Keep going, Nathan. All the way. Final lap, Patrick Leary off the front. Top 3 advance to the final. And it's going to be Patrick Leary, Albert Taylor, Serena Hill. Is Donnell Anderson's bike ready? All right, elite riders up to the rail.
So I want to give a shout out to Nathan Hanna there. This is one of his, I think this is his second night racing at the Velodrome. So he was up against some tough competition there. Patrick Leary, who's going to be going to Geneva in another month or so to race. And then our two friends from Canada who train up at the London track. So let's hear it for Nathan because he did a good job out there. First time out, second time out. First Kieran. All right, now we're going to get our elites back up to the rail. We're going to get this show on the road. Pick our next 3, then we're going to have a final with 6. So back in the lineup. It's a 9-lap. Kieran. Luke's going to get him up to 32 miles an hour. Hopefully Donnell's equipment performs properly. He doesn't outmuscle it.
All right, riders, this is your Karen. When the motor comes around, it'll be 9 to go. It'll be riders ready. The whistle will be your command to roll. Motor will pull off with 4 laps coming out of turn 4. Top 3 qualify for the final.
All right. Luke's going to go around. When he gets around, they're going to jump on it. On the front is going to be John Hughes. As I started to say earlier when we got this going, it's an advantage to sit on the motor until the motor comes off. And then all
riders
of a sudden
ready?
And they're off. All of a sudden, you are accelerating in undisturbed air, so John Hughes has got to get up onto that wheel. So it's Hughes, Bertori, Savage, Capella, Bondi, and Anderson. We're going to be back here in 2 weeks, October 21st and 22nd for the Oktoberfest. We've got riders coming from all over the place here in Detroit. It's going to be a great 2 nights of racing, international flavor, and all kinds of good beer. So come on down. Tickets are 15 or 20 bucks. There's not a better deal in entertainment anywhere on the planet, I can guarantee it. So here we go, we got it rolling. They got 5 to go when they cross the line, 5 to go. And they're keeping that order. They don't have to keep that order, but they cannot pass the motor. Luke getting up to 32. And he's off now, and they are on their own. John Hughes at the front. Bertori going to the outside. Right on him, Derek Savage. Everybody's duking it out now, coming up over the outside. Jake Bondi moving that big gear. Right behind him, Donnell Anderson. Donnell Anderson working hard to get up there with 2 to go in the bike race. They're going to be hearing the bell any minute now. And it's Jake Bondi at the front. He's riding away with it. Jake Bondi, Donnell Anderson, Craig Vittori, Jackson Capella, and Derek Savage. And coming in for the W, moving on, is Jake Bondi. Donnell Anderson, Jackson Capella will advance to the final. Good job out there, gentlemen. Woo, woo. What's that? All right, now we're going to have our young juniors up for their Kieran. Or will it be the Masters? Okay, we got another junior Kieran coming up to the line. That's Larissa. That's Ronan. Larissa. So we've got Ronan Mantle, Larissa Pedersen, and Cameron Coleman. And coming up, she missed her start, but she'll get up there now, is Lily Salone Bursch. There we go. All right. This is the second junior heat. That's what I just gave you.
No, you gave me the juniors.
No, I didn't. I gave you the elites. Brendan Leary, Charles Morse, Wesley Hill,
Okay.
Jake.
Then I want the juniors.
So right now you only have Patrick, Albert Taylor, and Serena.
All right, riders, this is a 9-lap Kieran race. When the motor comes around, it'll be riders ready. The whistle will be your command to roll. You must stay in this starting position for the first lap. After that, you can jockey for position, just not past the back of the motor. The motor will pull off with 4 laps to go coming out of turn 4. Riders ready?
And they're off, and that is Ronan.
It just takes one to slow everything down.
Ronan Mantle drew the number 1 position. Right behind him, Larissa Peterson, Lily, and Cameron Coleman. Lily Solonen Bursch. Probably not saying it right, but as you can see, we got a little domination by our Canadian friends here. We're okay with that. We're happy to have you here. It's been how long? Years since before COVID that we've had Canadian riders here, so we're really happy that the border is open and they've got 6 to go. Ronan Mantle at the front. Lily making her move to the outside. They've got 5 to go now. Cameron Coleman. Eyes up, Cameron. Don't overlap wheels. And the motor is off, and they've got 4 to go in the bike race. And Ronan Mantle at the front. Oh, Lily coming down low underneath there. Cameron Coleman riding it up high in the back. and the 3 Canadians are dominating at the front of the bike race. Cameron Coleman's going to have to come up and over all of them in order to place into the final. 2 to go in the bike race, and Ronan Mantle is making it happen at the front, but now Cameron Coleman's getting it fired up. Cameron Coleman making his move up and over the top. Is he going to take over Ronan too? He's trying to get up and over. Keep your distance out there. Cameron Coleman moving right to the front. He looks back. No need to, and it's going to be Cameron Coleman, Ronan Mantle, and Lily Salone Bersch. Let's hear it for those juniors. 3 of them will advance. And now we have our Masters, Kieran. Nice race, Cameron. Nice work out there. Is this a final? This will be a Masters final. No need for a heat. So coming up to the line, we've got, whoa. John Hughes back to call it.
All right, our Masters, Kieran.
All right, riders, this is your 9-lap Kieran. It is a final, a 9-lap final. When the motor comes around, the command will be riders ready. The whistle will be your command to roll. You must maintain this starting position for the first lap. After that, you can jockey for position. Just can't go past the back of the motor. The motor will pull off the track with 4 to go coming out of turn 4. After that, it'll be a straight sprint finish.
All right, the Masters, Kieran. About to go down, and then we're getting to our final Kieran heats, and then final race of the night is going to be our Madison race.
Riders ready?
All right, this is for the state championship. I believe Mike Hartrick is leading it for the Masters. Won every race tonight. Jared Johnson sitting in second. Luke Cavender on the motor, setting the tempo. Edwin Ho on his wheel. As they come through the start-finish line, Edwin Ho still sitting in front. Jared Johnson in second. Pat Murray in third. Mike Hartrick in fourth, and Eric Buckhalf at the back. He's got to come over these other 4 riders to take the win. They got 7 to go. 7 to go. $1,000 meters to go. Luke Cavender picking up the tempo. They're at 29 miles an hour as they come through the home stretch. Up to 30.5. The motor's about to come off. And they're at 50 kilometers an hour. 50 kilometers an hour. Edwin Ho now on the front of the pack. Setting that tempo. Jared Johnson's got to come over the top. Looks like Mike Hartrick starting to make a move. Hartrick knows he has to go from third, fourth position all the way to the front. They got 3 to go. 3 to go. Jared Johnson overtaking the top of Edwin Ho. Now Pat Murray's going with him. Jared Johnson making a push. He's got 2 to go. 2 to go for Johnson on the front. Johnson opening up a gap, but here comes Mike Hartrick. Hartrick trying to get over the top. Hartrick pushing it. Can he get over the top of Pat Murray? Here comes the bell. 1 to go. 1 to go on the front. Jared Johnson. Jared Johnson. Can he stay away? Now he's got to really push it. Pat Murray gritting his teeth, trying to hold off Michael Hartrick. Hartrick trying to make a move over the top. Jared Johnson. Can he stay on the front? All the way to the line. Pushing it. And the winner's going to be Johnson, Murray, Hartrick, Ho, Buckhalf. Give it up, Jared Johnson. Going off the front with 3 to go and taking the W in our Masters race, Jared Johnson. Nice push there. Great race. Close one at the line. Jared Johnson and Michael Hartrick fighting it out for the state championship title. Pat Murray able to take second in that race. Just edging out Michael Hartrick. All right, now our elite final to the rail. These are all the fast guys. They made it through the first heat. We'll have Omnium results posted tomorrow. State championship for the standalone Madison is up after this. Our elite riders are at the rail. Brennan Leary on the front. Jake Bondi in second. Jackson Capella in third. Charles Moore in fourth. Donnell Anderson in fifth. And at the back is Wesley Hill.
Riders, this is your 9-lap final Karen. 9-lap final Karen. Same commands as the warm-up heats.
All right, Luke Cavender rolling off the line. He's going to get him going from 18 miles an hour up to 50. Then the motor will drop out of the race.
Riders ready?
All right, and here they go. Leary on the front. Brennan Leary's been winning every race he's been in today. Can he keep it going? But there's a lot of heavy hitters in this race. Watch out for Jake Bondi. Watch out for Jax Capella. Charles Moore. Charles Moore fresh out of Masters Worlds. He's in great form right now. Wesley Hill wants to get off of the back. He's pushing right up and over. Onto the hip of Jackson Capella. Capella on a good wheel. So we pick the starting order by random. Riders pick a number. They randomly are given a number. That is how they get to the starting order. Charles Moores lets Wesley Hill drop in. We got Brendan Leary still on the front. Jake Bondi in second. Jackson Capella in third in a good position. They got 5 to go. They're up to 28 miles an hour. 28 miles an hour. They'll be at 30.5 as they come around when the motor comes off on the next lap. Here we go. Our final for the men's elite Kieran. 4 to go. The motor's off. Brendan Leary stacking it up. Here goes Charles Moore. Charles Moore pushing that monster gear. Look at that move from Moore. Can these other riders match that acceleration? 3 to go for Charles Moore. Brendan Leary picking it up. Jake Bondi on his wheel. Charles Moore with 2 to go. He's got a big gap. Can Charles Moore stay away? Charles Moore on the front. Here comes the final lap now. Jackson Capella in order to overtake Jake Bondi. Jackson Capella making a move. Charles Moore off the front. I think Charles Moore is going to stay away. Now the race is for second place. And first place goes to Charles Moore. Second, Jackson Capella. Third, Brendan Leary. Fourth, Jake Bondi. And fifth, Wesley Hill. And bringing up the bag is Donnell Anderson. What a race. Give it up for Charles Moore with a big push going off the front with 3 to go. Able to keep that big gear rolling. Charles Moore taking the win in the Elite, Kieran. All right, now we have the final Kieran of the night. Junior Kieran, junior final Kieran to the rail. And then we'll be getting into our Madison final race of the night. We got 2 races left. Another big round of applause. Coming fresh off of the Masters World Championships. He's the current Masters Team Sprint National Champion, Charles Moore. Big move by Moore, dominating. Putting that big gear to work. All right, now this is our final for our juniors. And then our Pro Madison up next. Pro Madison up next.
Riders, this is a 9-lap Kieran. 9-lap Kieran, the motor will pull off with 4 to go. Same rules as your preliminary race. Riders ready?
All right, here we go with the final. Patrick Leary getting that first place position. Then it's Ronan Mandel. Serena Hill, Cameron Coleman, Albert Taylor, and Lily Salone Berch. And they can start moving around. They don't have to keep that order anymore now that they are past that first lap, but they cannot pass the motor. They've got 6 to go, 6 to go. Patrick Leary keeping it steady at the front, but they're bunching up a little bit. Ronan Mantle and Serena Hill. Serena Hill down low. Cameron Coleman in 4th position. Albert Taylor and Lily Salome Birch. All right, they're duking it out a little bit. The motor is off. Patrick Leary left to it. Ronan Mantle trying to get up and over Patrick Leary. And Patrick Leary still leading him out. Whoa, Cameron Coleman coming down low on Serena Hill. He's got to watch what he's doing on there. Cameron Coleman getting tight to the wheel of Patrick Leary. Cameron Coleman trying to come around him. He's been trying to beat him all night long. Let's see if it can happen now. And here comes Albert Taylor. Albert Taylor trying to overtake everybody. And it's going to be Leary, Coleman, Taylor, Mantle.
I hesitate to call it because it was on my daughter, but
So it was won by Patrick Leary.
so the kid with no number. And that was the move that got him up. I think he was going to split, but anyway, Rob will come over and say something, and it was pretty clear. Serena had the lane, and he came down on top of her. But
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat now. We've got our Madison about to begin. 100 laps of wild, furious, crazy kind of racing. Two-person teams up there exchanging every other lap about. We've got 5 sprints. It's all on the sprints. How many points you get on the sprints. So teams have to keep it going over and over and over again. We're going to have 6, 7 teams out there. 8 teams. Woo, woo. Hello, E. Marie. E. Marie was one of our kids at our summer camp. Are you having fun riding your bike?
Yeah.
Do you ride it a lot?
Yeah.
Did you have fun at camp?
Yeah.
All right, 3 yeses. Yay, E. Marie. All right, we're going to get our teams up there. We've got Team Pink, Team Blue, Team Black, Team Silver, Team Orange, Team Green, Team Neon, and Team Navy. We're missing a couple. All right, I'm going to start introducing these teams to you. You've been watching them race all night long, but we're going to start with Team Pink. And guess what? That's Roger Wynn on the home stretch. His partner over on the back stretch, Derek Savage. That's Team Pink. Next up, Team Silver, Tim Bober on the home stretch. His partner over on the back stretch, Craig Battori. Team Orange on the home stretch. That's Wesley Hill. His partner still getting up and over there, one of our young juniors, Cameron Coleman. That's Team Orange. Team Neon, representing Canada, but wearing neon tonight. Over on the home stretch, that's Albert Taylor and his partner, Ronan Mantle. They just came off a hard race right now. Next up, Team Green. Over on the home stretch here, that's Serena Hill and her partner over on the back stretch, Larissa Pedersen. They just came off their Kiron Tier, so they're getting a little workout tonight. On the home stretch, Team Blue, that's Patrick Leary and his partner over on the back stretch. Excuse me, that's Brendan Leary in the red helmet and his partner, his brother, Patrick Leary. And last but not least, here on the home stretch, well, you know what? We're going to do the back stretch first. His partner for the night, Jackson Capella, and he is teamed up with your announcer, John Hughes. So those are our teams for the Madison. 100 laps, 5 sprints, lots of points on the line, and the state championships.
All right, riders, this is a 100-lap Madison. 100-lap Madison. Riders on the back stretch, you must remain motionless until the riders on the front stretch have completed their first neutral lap. The sprints, the bells are 81, 61, 41, 21, and 1. The points are 5, 3, 2, 1, double points on the last sprint. If you lap the field, it's plus 10. If you get lapped by the field, it's minus 10. Remember, riders, anticipate your exchanges. If you drop down for an exchange, it is an exchange. You just have to draw even with your partner. You do not have to touch. Hand slings are permitted. Riders ready, roll.
All right. right there off. This race was invented in Madison Square Garden back in the late 1890s, 1900s. It was a way to keep the 6-day going at Madison Square Garden, where they decided it was inhumane to make anybody ride 6 days, 24 hours a day. So they came up with this method of exchange. It was super popular in the US all the way up until the end of the 20s. And then, everything crashed. But in Europe, still today, it is one of the most popular bike races.
Riders, first few laps under control. First few laps are under control. There'll be a single bell to take you out of control.
All right, so they are under control as they get settled in. Chief referee Bruce Carlson likes to make sure that everybody gets a nice, clean exchange. Okay, you see Team Blue making their exchange up there. Nice and easy. Team Pink coming in for their exchange, and goes Derek Savage for Roger Wynn. I don't know, those guys look like twins. We've got one woman's team out there, so all you women, you better get behind them. Oh, and they just missed their exchange. Serena Hill trying to throw in Larissa Pedersen. And now it is out of control. So here we go. 95 laps to go in the bike race. 95 laps to go. At the front of the field, it's Team Blue, the Learys. Jackson Capella sitting in second position. Roger Wynn comes down for the throw-in from his partner, Derek Savage. Roger Wynn takes over the lead. He pulls up. And Craig Patori setting the pace at the front of the field. Wesley Hill sitting nice and steady in those pink socks and that orange jersey. You can't miss them. In comes Tim Bober through the throw-in from Patori. In comes Cameron Coleman. In goes John Hughes for Team Black, and Tim Bober looks back and says, I got a little bit of a gap on the field. Maybe I can make something on that. But Patrick Leary woke up, and he is accelerating, trying to get up onto that wheel of Craig Vittori. Heading the chase now is John Hughes. Right on him is Cameron Coleman. So Team Silver messes up their exchange big time. You never make an exchange down low like that. Wrong way. So that puts Tim Bober into a double pull there. Not good for Craig Vittori. Not good for Tim Bober. Tim Bober still got a bit of a distance now, but Brendan Leary might want to, and Brendan Leary pulls up. Jackson Capella stays right on that wheel. Wesley Hill now pulls up. And now Team Silver makes their exchange, and Craig Vittori looking back. No, that's Tim Bober. Sorry, folks, I got that messed up. Tim Bober out in the front trying to get away with it, and they've got a quarter of a lap on the rest of the field. With 85 to go, there's going to be a sprint at 81. First chance to get points at 81 to go. Bober still holding the pace at the front. Hughes chasing him down with Wesley Hill coming up to his partner, Cameron Coleman. Jackson Capella's got to come in hot now, or I guess not. Going to pass on that exchange. So John Hughes on a double rotation. And meanwhile, Team Silver has got almost a half a lap on the field. Team Silver, Craig Vittori's out in the front, and they're going to hear a bell right about now. And it looks like Team Silver is going to rack up those first place points, but look at, here comes Brendan Leary. Now comes Jackson Capella in for Team Black, and it's going to be silver, blue, orange, black, orange, green, silver. Orange, green. And they are still going at it. So Team Silver picks up the first 5 points. Black got second on that? Blue. Blue got second.
No, blue. Yeah.
3. Black.
Silver, blue,
2.
black, orange,
Okay.
pink's left.
So Team Pink is down a lap, and they're riding with the leaders, which is Team Silver. Team Green is down a lap.
Adrian's down two.
All right. So look at this. Tim Bober is about to take a lap on the field. Okay, they get a lap on the field. Team Silver, so they get a plus 10. So that puts them in a good lead right now. They've got 15 points just by lapping the field. And our fields are our racers are all together again. Everybody racing with the laps plus and minus calculated in there. Once they get their 10 points, they are like they are on the same mileage. So at the front right now, we've got Team Neon's Albert Taylor setting a nice pace at the front, but look, making a move again is Tim Bober. He's going to look to go for another one. Wesley Hill now at the front for Team Orange. Tim Bober keeping it strong in the front. And Cameron Coleman is out. I don't know what this is about, but Cameron Coleman is out of the bike race right now. He's got to go to the bathroom? I don't know. Wesley Hill left a race on his own. And look at this, Craig Vittori making a move to the outside. He's going again. This time, Brendan Leary says, I'm not going to let that happen again. Brendan Leary jumps on the wheel of Craig Vittori, not going to let it go, and leading the chase, Wesley Hill, who is racing by himself out there. I don't know what happened to his partner, but he's racing hard, and he's not getting any relief ever because his partner is not on the track. So this race is split up. We've got Team Silver and Blue out in the front. Wesley Hill chasing him down. Albert Taylor, John Hughes working together. Team Pink off the back. Team Green off the back. And we've got another sprint coming up at 61. And it looks like Patrick Leary has decided to go get those first place points.
Let's put Wesley with John now. Finish out the race.
And we've got
Silver was second.
Silver.
Silver was second.
Okay. All right, Donnell Anderson going in for Cameron Coleman. If you can get it together in time. Poor Wesley Hill. Wesley Hill, an unlucky draw on that one. So how did that go? Blue, silver, neon, and then what?
What?
What was this? What was that?
Blue, silver, green, black.
Green or neon?
Neon.
Okay. So blue got 5, so they got 8. Silver got 2.
Got 18 points.
Okay.
Blue's got 8. Black got 3. Neon.
Black's got 3.
Yeah, neon has 2. Black has, no, sorry, orange has 1.
So 18, 8, 3.
Silver has 18, blue has 8, black has 3,
All right, our point standings right now. Team Silver has got 18. Team Blue has got 8. Team Black has got 3. Team Neon has got 2. And Team Orange has got 1. Wesley Hill waiting for his partner, Donnell Anderson, to get up there. Wesley Hill been working hard. Let's hear it for Wesley Hill. Come on, the gentleman from Canada has been working out there all by himself. Yeah, Wesley Hill. So the front of the field you're looking at right now, John Hughes in Team Black, Wesley Hill in orange, Tim Bober in silver, Albert Taylor in neon, and Patrick Leary. We got an exchange at the front. That's Craig Vittori going in for silver. In comes Brandon Leary for blue. And Craig Vittori once again has a little bit of a gap on the teams. Now John Hughes left to lead it on, passing on an exchange with Capella. Capella riding high. 47 to go in the bike race, 47 to go. We are more than halfway through it here at the Lexus Velodrome. Once again, a shout out to our great sponsors, Mead Lexus of Southfield, Mead Lexus of Lakeside, and Lexus of Ann Arbor, the Rafa Foundation, and the Children's Foundation. All run under the auspices of the American Track Cycling. And that's Tim Bober, Team Silver, still controlling the front of the field. Him and his partner running the boards tonight. Jackson Capella chasing him down. Right behind him, Patrick Leary. Roden Mantle in the chase right now. Albert Taylor, I mean. Vittori putting the hurt on the rest of the field. John Hughes trying to get up there, close that gap. Team Black currently in third. So we got Team Silver. They're going to come around and collect some more first place points. So that is 5 for Team Silver. Blue, black, orange, neon. Oh, honey, can you just... All right, current standings. Team Silver's got 23. Team Blue has got 11. Team Black has got 5. Team Orange and Team Neon are each tied with 2 points. So once again, Team Silver has got 23. Team Blue has got 11. Team Black has got 5. Team Orange and Team Neon each have 2. And still controlling it. At the front, Tim Bober, Derek Savage, and Roger Wynn hanging in there. Their first time back out. The Learys trying to get on to that Team Silver. That's who they got to beat. And Silver's got to beat Blue. So Patrick Leary looking around. Team Silver's got a half a lead about on Team Blue, and then another quarter of a lap on everybody else. Team Neon's down. Doesn't matter really.
Black are about to get left again.
Black is going to get lapped?
All right, switch it out with Cameron.
All right, we got a lot of team switching going on. All right, Donnell Anderson back up on the track, getting ready for the throw-in from his partner, Wesley Hill. Wesley Hill, once again, working that race a lot by himself. Team Silver, not quite closing it down. Team Black looking around. John Hughes watching to see where is exactly that Team Silver. So we got Team Silver is leading the bike race on the track and in points. Next up is Team Black, Team Orange, and Team Blue. That's the order of things on the track. But Team Silver is about to overtake the main field, so they're going to get a plus 10. So do they get a plus 10 here, Luke? So Team Silver has lapped everybody yet again. Holy smokes. And we're coming into another sprint here. Team Silver is going to pick up those first place points. Yeah, maybe. But here comes Brandon Leary, but it's silver, blue, black. Silver, blue, black, orange. That's the order. And we've got one more sprint, and that's the final sprint worth double points. We'll get you the standings in just a moment. In goes Jackson Capella for Team Black. Jackson's going to close up, get on that wheel of Vittori and Leary. All right, Team Silver has extended their lead. They've got 38 points. Team Blue has got 14. Team Black has got 7. Team Orange has got 3. Team Neon has got 2. So Team Silver, they just need to finish the bike race, and they're going to be the winner. They did a very commanding job out there. Let's hear it for all these racers while they're still on the track. What a good job they're all doing. Woohoo! They had a hard night of racing, and then they finished it off with a hard race. So you can't knock them for that. They're working hard all night long. Everybody's all over the place. And finishing in the bike race with 13 to go in the bike race. 13 to go. And let's see how it's going to shake down for this final sprint, unless Team Silver decides it's going to take yet another lap. Sure. Bober and Vittori seem to be ideally matched tonight. Wesley Hill working hard. He's had to change partners. Donnell Anderson now in. Donnell, the fastest 16-year-old in the whole United States. But that's for a little bit of a shorter race than this, so he's doing pretty good out there holding his own. Gets a little tight every once in a while. Like I said, we're going to be back here October 21st and 22nd, and we've got racers from all over Europe and South America coming here to compete in the Oktoberfest 2-Day. So make sure you mark that on your calendar and join us here at the Lexus Velodrome in downtown Detroit. You can't miss us. We are in the white air structure at I-75 and Mack Avenue. We've got racers going faster than the cars on I-75. There goes Vittori, 6 to go in the bike race. Team Silver still leading it out strong. Let's hear for our friends from Canada, Ronan Mandel and Albert Taylor, Team Neon. They've been working hard all night long. Ditto for Team Pink, Roger Wynn and Derek Savage. But working the hardest. Team Silver, Tim Bober and Craig Battori, John Hughes and Jackson Capella for Team Black, Wesley Hill and Donnell Anderson for Team Orange. And the Leary brothers, Patrick and Brendan. And look at this. So Team Black in danger. And this is a final sprint of the bike race, the final sprint of the bike race. That's for Team Silver. They just need to cross the line and they've won it. So Team Silver coming around strong, and it's going to be, Team Blue beat them at the line. Blue, silver, black, orange. And without a doubt, the winner of the bike race, Craig Battori and Tim Bober, Team Silver. What a fantastic job they did tonight. Let's hear it for our two winners, and let's hear it for all of our racers. What a great race tonight. Thank you. We want to give a shout out to our officials, Chief Referee Bruce Carlson, our lap counter, Scott Leary, and from Canada, Ben Hill. He kept us straight all night long. Special shout out to race director Luke Cavender with the final points right here. But don't let me forget up in the booth up there, Sheena Hughes. Working the camera, Alex Burnside and Cassie Radstack. Back to the final score. Team Silver wins it with 44 big points. Team Blue in second with 24. Black with 11. Orange with 5. Neon with 2. That concludes our night of racing here at the Lexus Velodrome. We hope you had a great time watching in-house and at home. And Abby Leary, I forgot you. She's been running our handheld all night long, getting those up-close shots. So thank you, everybody that participated. Thank you for watching. Tune in October 21st and 22nd. It's going to be even better. Signing off from the Lexus Velodrome in Detroit, I'm Chris Hughes.